Going on, everybody? This is Kamikaze here, breaking in another gameplay, and this one is not my own. This one, I promised y'all in the very first video I'd do. This is a good friend of mine, shadoww11's, or some of you can call him Sean if you want to, but Shadow Sean don't matter. But anyway, this is his gameplay, and I remember talking to him about when we was talking about, I said I was gonna, start putting some of my videos up, and I was like, man, I want to get you to put something of yours up, or get something ready so I could put it up. And he, the first video he had done, he's like, yeah, go check it out, it's snipe. I'm like, okay, so when I got in there, I'd go check it out, and when I do, I'll watch it, and I'm like, this is terrible. This is a little clip. This ain't like a full game. It's like, yeah, I did it just so you could shut up about it, but he finally decided. It wasn't too long after he had done that we actually got this game. He's like, you could put this one up. I want you to put this one up. Like, okay, I'll definitely put it up for you. Put it in the vault, and got it going. Finally doing it. Finally getting it up there for you, Shadow. Give you a little bit of exposure, because this guy here is probably one of the best players that I've played with on a daily basis, if not the best one. I know that usually a lot of times I've got some friends that can play the game well, but this Shadow can play it multiple ways. He can not be the objective guy, he can be the slayer guy. Whatever you pretty much need him to be, he'll do it, just as long as we win the game. He doesn't care if his KD is, awesome, or if it's garbage. All he cares about at the end of the game is just getting the W, which that's the main reason I have him on my list. He's also a good guy as well. He helps me out a lot, and also tries to keep me motivated, try to get better. He's kind of like the goal I set myself for, so if I can, do as good as him. I'll tell you this right now, you'll notice that me and him kind of died together a lot, so I've learned to try to stay away from him. Just because it seems like every time we're together we try and watch each other's back, we both die together at the same time. But that's just how we play. We always try to watch each other's back. We always try to make sure that we get the job done, whatever needs to get done. But he, like in the setup he's using right now, I was kind of late with it, but he's using the ACR with a silencer and red dot, and he's also using Scavenger Pro, Hardline Pro, and Marksman Pro as well. And you'll notice as watching through the video, every time there's UAV up, which, like right now, pulls out a stinger, and always trying to look forward to shoot down the air support. Like I said, if you need him to be able to shoot down all the air support, he'll do it. That's actually kind of how he does well in the game, especially since with the new point streak system now, instead of it just getting kills, to be able to get your kill streaks, it's getting points and getting your point streaks up so you can get your streak, such as shooting down air support, killing sentries, capping flags, whatever. So you'll see him, every time there's something flying in the air, he's always wanting to shoot it down, because he wants to, especially with Hardline, he wants to make it quicker to be able to get his kill streak. So that's one of the reasons that he's so successful. It not only helps himself out with getting the streaks, it also helps the team out by, if a lot of times some of us don't use Assassin, we get seen on those UAVs, but he shoots it down, we don't have to worry about it. But like I say, the way he plays, I've been trying to model myself a little bit after him. I still keep my rushing style, but I try to make it a little bit more conservative. He is more of a defensive player, as you call it, and I won't put it as bad as maybe some of y'all might know Wings of Redemption. He's very well known for being a very defensive player. Pretty much a lot of times you'll see him just sit in one spot and just not move around. It's not very campy, but at some points there's reasons that he does not move from the spot sometimes. But And there's reasons for that. A lot of times he'll, like, if he knows there are people over there, he won't rush. Like you saw over there, while there were still guys over there, he knew there were tags over there, but he didn't want to go after them because he knew that there were people over there. He wanted to make sure they were gone so he can go over there securely, get the tags. And you'll see it several times in this video that that's how he does it. That's the way he plays offensively, and he does a very good job of it, and he gets his streaks, he does well. And I've been trying to slow my pace down a little bit, and I've noticed that me slowing down just a little bit has been able to help me out. That way I can calmly think through what I'm fixing to do, where I need to go, and make sure I'm aware of what's going on. So, enough of talking about him per se. There's also something else I've been wanting to talk about since today is Monday. And yesterday we finally got to find out, which I'm a big sports fan, mainly college football and professional football as well. I do like basketball, which I'm glad the lockout it's over. But it's short season, but football is my main sport, and we finally found out last night that who was going to play LSU in the national championship game. And me being an Alabama fan, I'm loving it. Now I know a lot of people are going to say that, oh, Alabama didn't deserve it because they didn't win their conference championship. I'll put it this way, I can agree with that to an extent, depending on situations. If you're talking, like if Oklahoma State was undefeated, yeah, they go in. But them having the one loss and not playing in the toughest conference, which a lot of people love, the Big 12. But if you could put any of those teams aside the Southeastern Conference, and they will not come out the way that they do in their own conference. Because every week, it doesn't even matter if you are playing, MSU, if you're playing Vanderbilt, Kentucky, all those games, Auburn, all those games are rough games. They're always going to put a wear and tear on the players. I'm not saying that the other conferences don't do as well, but it's extremely difficult for the teams in the SEC to keep going week in and week out and just keep winning over and over. I mean, congrats to LSU. They are definitely the #1 team in the country, even though we probably should have won that game the first time when we went against them, but that's done, that's over with. But we get another shot. Now, people are going to argue that maybe Oklahoma State should have gotten their chance. If you actually are a true college football fan and keep up with watching these teams, watching the way they play, you can look and tell that Alabama and LSU are the two best teams. Like a lot of people said, that was Muhammad Ali and Frazier going at it that night over in Tuscaloosa. But now we're going to try to now with this rematch, we're going to have it down in New Orleans. And hopefully we will get our revenge. And hopefully we'll play much better than what we did in the Auburn game and in the LSU game, which if we play like we did in the Auburn game, we're not going to win it. We've improved, but we're not going to win if we play like that. But with all the time and preparation that we have, both teams, it's going to be an awesome game, and I cannot wait to watch it. I'm going to make sure to try to take a day off for that. Maybe watch it at a friend's house. But, that's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, the gameplay is over. My boy going 47-8. Going crazy in these kids. And me going 27-14. It's okay. It's not that great, but hopefully y'all enjoyed watching the video, and please definitely leave comments down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me anything that you would like to see. I'll definitely try to do my best to get it out to you. But as of now, I'm going to leave this video to y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day.